I'm Bob Pierce, MU Extension Wildlife and Fisheries Specialist here in Columbia, Missouri, and work for MU Extension. We know that most landowners enjoy having wildlife on their property and enjoy observing wildlife and maybe hunting as well. But we also know that sometimes certain species could cause property damage and become a nuisance or even economic damages as with some of our vegetable and fruit production objectives and other crop objectives. But fortunately, we have resources that can help you resolve these problems through many of our MU Extension guides, as well as other resources from Kansas State. But also here in Missouri, it's important that we have knowledge of the provisions that are in place that can protect our state's wildlife resource. And those are found in the Missouri Wildlife Code that is developed by the Missouri Department of Conservation. The code provides provisions for taking wildlife during prescribed hunting and trapping seasons that we're all used to, the wildlife regulations of hunting and fishing, but also when wildlife are causing damage. The Code of Conduct or the Code of Missouri is available from the Department of Conservation websites, but in essence, it allows for landowners to protect their property from wildlife damage. And if wildlife are damaging your crop, you or your representative, which could be a relative or a friend or neighbor or someone that you designate, can take action and control those species. Now, there are some exceptions. Migratory birds or white-tailed deer or elk, we have elk in Missouri, wild turkeys, other species cannot be taken without consultation with the Missouri Department of Conservation. And the person that's best to contact with that organization is your local conservation agent. And they can provide guidance and resources to help you solve your problem. Again, it's important to follow the wildlife code and also to take action when appropriate. But also, I think, realize that sometimes it's good to tolerate some damage and be a little more flexible if you can, but also recognize that wildlife can certainly cause damage to your operation, and then action can be taken to solve the problem.